Good morning to all of you. From Monday onwards, we are going to discuss the Limitation Act. You all know that it is a very simple act containing about, actually we discuss about 30 sections only. Schedules are there, articles are there, you have to read them. But anyway, so it is solely based on the legal maxim. In the interest of the state, there should be an end to the litigation. Interest Republica ut sed finis litium. But there are certain occasions where you are not able to file the so-called appeal, suit or application in time. Suit, of course, when once time starts running, it will run, you cannot stop it. But appeal, yeah. For application, yes. If you are able to if you are able to satisfy the court with sufficient cause, this is more important, sufficient reason, then the court may condone the delay. But in what cases? The cases, the subjects related to the Limitation Act are normally CPC and CRPC. And friends, remember, if there is any specific act or any special act in which the period of limitation is clearly mentioned, then Limitation Act will not apply. That so-called special act in which the period of limitation is mentioned, it will apply. So this is what is mentioned by the Supreme Court. Two judges bench, M.R. Shah and another judge, Sanjeev Khanna, while disposing the case of Amish Chandan Gadgil versus Oriental Bank of Commerce. You can see the citation in SEC 679 of Live Law 2021. So clearly held that the delay in filing appeal before the Debt Recovery Tribunal cannot be under Section 5 of the Limitation Act. They cannot be condoned under Section 5 of the Limitation Act, but it is under Section 30 of the Debt Recovery Tribunal. That is a separate act. So very simple. So please remember, Limitation Act will apply to CPC, CRPC and some other cases. But if the special act is there, that will only apply. So please remember, of course, here actually Section 30 says 45 days will be allowed to file the appeal. And if at all there is any delay, then it can be condoned if the sufficient reason is known. But the limitation period is 45 days. Here, there was a delay of 31 days. In this case, there was a delay of 31 days. Of course, the appellant, Mr. Amish Chandan Gadgil, he filed the appeal, he filed the petition for condonation of delay under Section 5 of the Limitation Act, and the Debt Recovery Tribunal accepted the same. Now, it was objected to by the so-called Oriental Bank of Commerce because it is against the debt recovery officer. Therefore, they appealed the matter to the High Court. High Court also concurred with the so-called opinion of the trial court. Ultimately, the matter came to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court bench held that because previously the High Court relied on a case of A.R. Venugopal versus Jyotishwaran 2016, in which, yes, even debt recovery cases also, DRT is guided by Section 5 by the Limitation Act. But it was overruled by, please remember, International Asset Reconstruction Company of India Limited. I will read once again. International Asset Reconstruction Company of India Limited versus official liquidator of Aldrich Pharmaceuticals Limited 2017. So please remember, you have to know which cases, which judgments have been overruled. Even the High Court, I think, did not know. So therefore, High Court committed a grave error in not observing the so-called overruling of the so-called judgment. And please remember, the recovery, so SARFAESI Act or recovery of debt is a special law. So before the tribunal, so it can condone the delay under Section 30 of the Act or under Section 20 Clause 3 of the Act if it is beyond 45 days. So please remember, Section 30 deals with the appeal provision for within 45 days. And please remember, Section 5 would not apply because this is a specific act of RDT, Banks and Financial Institutions Act 1993. So latest act, we have to, when a special act is there, we have to abide by that only. So please remember, now the orders of the DRT in condoning the delay have been quashed by the Supreme Court, and please remember the comment, the High Court has committed a grave error. Very bad, but whatever it is, of course sometimes it happens. Anyway, please remember, so DRT tribunals should be guided by the so-called Financial Act only, not by the Limitation Act. This is the crux of the case. Thank you very much.